Hey, welcome back. You know what time it is.
It's the good news.
That is right. Welcome to the Good News, GN². Before we get started, subscribe if you would, please. Subscribe to the channel. Click on the little icon right there and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support. Those of you that are already subscribed, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get right into it. Story number one. Okay, story number one involves a 74-year-old grandmother who just got her degree in anthropology. Pat Orman, whose 75th birthday is actually this month, December, is graduating 42 years after taking her first college course. And there's more. She's graduating with her granddaughter.
What you talking about, Willis?
Holy schmoly, how cool is that? Miss Pat said she dropped out when she had to move to Chattanooga, Tennessee. From there, she worked in an accounting position and raised her family. It was actually her family that encouraged her to complete her degree once she retired. So once she decided to take up the challenge to complete her degree, she actually found out that her granddaughter, Melody, was transferring to the same university to complete her psychology degree. So Pat was able to complete her degree even during this most challenging year with COVID. She did it. She actually prefers in-person classes, but unfortunately, the distance learning thing was necessary and made things a little bit more difficult on Miss Pat, but she still accomplished her goal. Miss Pat says that learning should never stop. That was instilled in her by her father. I can relate with that because my grandpa Bill, used to say the very same thing. He would take classes even into his 80s. Computer classes in particular, he really enjoyed those because that was the way things were going, and he felt like he needed to learn more about computers. So thank you, Grandpa, for giving me that advice, because it certainly is true. We never should stop learning. When you stop learning, you're pretty much dead. So keep learning. Don't be a fool. Stay in school.
Take it from me, Mr. T.
All righty, that was a great story. Moving on to story number two. Okay, story number two comes to us out of Alberta, Canada, where a father got a tattoo to match his son's birthmark on his chest. Derek Prue Sr. out of Alberta, Canada, over the course of 6 to 8 weeks, spent 30 hours in the chair getting inked up. Got a tattoo on his chest to match his son's birthmark. Derek Sr. actually noticed that his son, Derek Jr., felt very self-conscious about this large tattoo on his chest. They go to public places, go to the swimming pool, and he would not, take his shirt off, because he was uncomfortable. And, as a father, man, I tell you what, you want to protect your kid. You want to make your kid feel, like he's a part of the group. So as a father, he took it upon himself to go and get a tattoo so that his son would know that he's not the only one that has this mark on his chest. That's pretty awesome. I mean, it warms my heart, that a father would go to this length to look out for his son, to make him feel accepted, make him feel like nothing is wrong with him. So very cool, Derek Sr. Good job. 2 thumbs up, brother. That's an awesome Dad of the Year move there, buddy. He actually said that if he knew how long it was going to take to get the tattoo done, he probably would have had second thoughts. It's a good thing he didn't know up front. So anyway, great story. Again, as a father, I can totally relate to your kids, hurting and feeling uncomfortable with the situation. Growing up, we've all been there. Growing up, I got made fun of just like anyone else. I had my big old spectacles on and got called 4 eyes all day long. 4 eyes. Can you believe that? Aww. I survived. And it sounds like Derek Sr. is doing his best to help his son, Derek Jr., survive as well. So, good job, Dad. Well done. All righty. Moving on to story number 3. Woo! Okay, story number 3 comes out of San Antonio, Texas, where Honey the dog was reunited with his owner after wandering around for 7 years.
You're kidding. I don't know. Am I?
Apparently, he was wandering around San Antonio. Owner didn't know where he was at until he landed in a shelter, and they checked a microchip and realized that Honey was registered to an owner from many years ago. So the workers at the shelter actually reached out to the owner while providing Honey with his medical treatment, and before they were even done with the shots, were notified that the owner was actually in the front office to pick Honey up. A member of the staff actually brought Honey into a room just to see if he would recognize the owner, and the owner actually burst into tears and dropped down to her knees and just hugged on Honey and showed her some love. This actually shocked the workers, and they asked how long had she been missing. And, when she replied 7 years, everyone was pretty well amazed.
No way! Yes way!
The shelter actually gives credit to the fact that Honey was microchipped for the reunion. It's highly recommended that, for your pet, make sure that you microchip your pet, in case they get lost for some reason. Something happens, something crazy, somebody leaves a gate open. If you keep the dog in a fenced area, whatever, anything can happen. Look out for your dog. For the sake of your animal and you and your broken heart, potentially broken heart, microchip your animal, your loved pet. Microchip them. Anyway, I think this is a very heartwarming story. I mean, my gosh, after 7 years, they were reunited. Welcome home, Honey! Woo! Welcome home.
Where are you? Oh, George. George. Are you real?
All right. So, that's it. By the way, I threw that dog story in there because my wife, of course, Tammy, loves the stories about the animals. She's got a soft spot in her heart for the doggies and the kitties, mostly the doggies, because we've got a biggin downstairs. She's about a 200-pound baby. Bonnie Boo! You've seen her in some of the videos. That's Mama's baby, and she loves stories about dogs. So, there you go, Tammy. You're welcome. All right. Well, that's it for this edition of the Good News News. GN². Thank you so much for checking out my videos. I hope you enjoy them. They're kind of fun and quirky and whatever. I hope you enjoy them. I hope they put a smile on your face because that's the point. Put a smile on your face. One last time, if you will, take a moment and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon there in the corner. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me because it's free. Merry Christmas to you all. Christmas tree right there. But remember the reason for the season. Remember, we're celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Love you guys. I'm praying for you. Thanks for watching my videos. God bless you. And keep on smiling, baby. Woo!